Hi there, my name is Belinda Doveston and I'm part of the Sirdar Group. Maybe you'll meet me as one of your board assessors as we work with your company on the Sirdar High-Performance Board Assessment. I've been with the Sirdar Group since 2009 and it really is amazing and exciting to meet different companies and be involved in the Sirdar High-Performance Board Assessment. Perhaps you'll join the journey with me and I'll get a chance to work with you and your company. In this board assessment process, what we do is we say, let's get to grips with where your company's at right now. Let us understand what are the resources and strengths that you have in your organization and where might be some of the areas that a board would need to pay attention to. We look at a number of different areas. The one thing we do is we want to get to know you, the people around the boardroom table, because the relationships in a board are absolutely critical. So what are the relationships between the shareholders and the directors, and what are the hats that you wear? And as such, we interview each one of you to get to grips with what you think the business is about, where it's come from, and where it should be going. We then look at the financials of the business, taking a 3-year view backwards and saying, what are some of the trends and some of the stories we can unpack in your financial performance as a company? This really helps a board understand, firstly, what is the potential risk they face in joining your company as a director? And second of all, what are some of the key areas a board should focus on? We also look at your contribution compass profiles and put together a perspective of what is the personality of your team as it stands. As an executive team, getting new directors on board, or perhaps an existing board, what might be some of the challenges that you face because you have a specific contribution compass balance? We then use the Sirdar Enterprise Governance Compass and we look at all 8 areas, all 8 dimensions of a high-performance board. We start with your strategy and direction. To what extent is this documented and executed well? Then we look at organizational culture, your board's culture and the culture of your organization. We then look at effective leadership, which is all about the leadership of the organization, the managing director or chief executive, and how the leadership team drives the organization. Stakeholder engagement, absolutely critical. We look at how do you engage with the rest of your community, the stakeholders and the give back, and the wider stakeholder community that you are connected to. Shareholder returns is the next one, looking at how do we manage this process between directors or the board and shareholders, even if those shareholders are the very same people sitting around the boardroom table. We look at risk mitigation and compliance, which we typically think is the entire role of governance in a board, yet it's only one little slice. To what extent your organization manage risk really well and manage that compliance. Right, financial results, also what we think of as being all about governance and boards, but really it's only one piece, looking at how your organization has developed a capacity and ability to grow financial performance. And last but not least, we look at evaluation and improvement. Is your organization a learning organization? Is your board continuously being exceptionally critical of its own performance? And what are some of the continuous learning loops that you have built into your organization? From that overall view, we provide you with some key recommendations and focus areas, giving your board or your new board to come a key focus for the next 18 months. What are the things we should do in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months and plus, and what should the board really pay attention to and focus its value on going forward. I hope you'll join us. It's an amazing process. Go through the Sirdar High Performance Board Assessment and then you choose what your next step might be.